Hey guys, welcome back to Casual Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're going to be doing Jesse's list.
Yep, we decided to do both of our lists in the same night.
Top 10 archetypes that we would like to see support.
Yeah, some of these are kind of weird, but I'm sort of like the most casual of the casual Yu-Gi-Oh guys in the game, where it's...
Brennan shouldn't really even be considered casual.
No, Brennan's weirdly competitive, but just with us.
Just with us. He
won't compete against other people, it just competes against us.
Yeah.
But makes the best.
You guys are playing casual decks that are fun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let me go hard.
My favorite deck's True Draco.
Winning's the fun part. Come on, man. But a lot of these are kind of weird. But let's just start with it in my number 10 because it's gonna explain exactly how weird my decks are, and that's Cloudians.
They actually got like a new support card like not too long ago.
Did they really?
Yeah, but I don't know how good it was. I think it was just a spell card, but I'm not.
I've been interested in Cloudians for a really long time, and I've always wanted to do something with them.
Some of them look cool, like the big clouds. I'm like, that kind of looks cool.
Tornadoes and like a force of nature is just a cool idea.
I'd like to see them get a fusion.
Yeah, I'd like to see
some of the big clouds together.
But like the idea for Cloudians came off of you playing Aliens, and I think Chase said something about Cloudians winning like a national someplace, and he was like joking.
Must have been, yeah. I was like, if they did, it must have been one.
He was like Spain 2014, and everybody's like, wait, what? Seriously? And he's like, no, not seriously. It was a very funny video, or a very funny comment. But Cloudians is I like the whole force of nature. There should really be one for like every elemental aspect.
Well, they do counters. You like counters?
I love counters. Fog counters.
Yeah.
Oof. And
that deck can be a bitch because like I've gone up against it when they use Sanctuary in the Sky and all of them are like we can't. Okay, so they're all fairies. I think most of them
are they?
And they can't be destroyed by battle. So like with Sanctuary, you just put it. I think they say if they're in defense position, they automatically die.
Yes.
But not if they're in attack. And the whole thing was like if they're in attack mode, well at least they'll be taking battle damage.
Yeah.
Then people just were like, why don't I just play Sanctuary in the Sky? And it was like you don't take any battle damage.
Yeah.
They can be like pains in the ass to like get rid of. I've gone up against it.
It's just a funny deck where it's like nobody plays this. So when you drop a Cloudian monster, people are like. It's like, what do I do to counter this? Because
some of them have some decent effects though. Like they can get rid of a counter,
a couple that are really
pop
cool.
some stuff. I'm trying to remember all of what they can do, but yeah, they're not bad. So
there's even one that does a burn effect.
Yeah.
It's a cool deck, but like it needs more. It needs something to keep up. It needs extra deck monsters. It needs something.
I would turn that into a fusion deck. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do.
I would turn it into a fusion deck. Just
my favorite extra deck is XYZ. Yeah.
Okay, then give them an XYZ. Sure.
Yeah, that's whatever. It's
I just feel like they don't do that anymore. I don't feel like they gave specific stuff XYZ stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I think they should.
It's whatever. But again, that goes to show you how much I know about this. Like speaking to how casual I am, is that like a lot of these cards I don't have a whole lot of background with. I haven't played a lot of these, like Cloudians. I've read through all the cards and they're cool. I like elemental forces of nature. Again, it's like tornadoes and stuff.
And I just want to be clear on my list. I've played
owns most of these.
Yeah, I've played a version of I own Agents, I own Aliens, I own Cyberdarks, I own the original E-Heroes, I own Volcanics. Nordics I've never made, but I've messed around with a little bit on the games. I tried to make Roids, that didn't work. I have Sylvans. I've tried to make Insects, it's just kind of sitting there in a deck box, and then I just ordered stuff for Legendary Fisherman. And I have no idea exactly what kind of deck I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, but like he's the much more knowledgeable one. But like a lot of these is just stuff like make the game a little bit more interesting if a lot of these had some more support in them. And I mean, I might actually make more of these decks if they like vibe with me on a certain level. There's one in particular where I really want it to be remade. My number 9 is it's a mechanic that like nobody else liked, but I loved, and that's Gemini's. And
I found more Gemini cards that I like, but my favorite Gemini card is still going to be Chthonian Emperor Dragon. It's still my favorite.
Like but the problem is that doesn't really go with a whole lot of decks. Like the Gemini specific decks, there was like 2.
Yeah, but they in the OCG they came out with a structure deck that was like had the Fire Gearfried on it.
Yeah.
And it this should come out in the TCG at some point, but I think they're just going to scrap the structure deck and just give it. They'll take the cards and they'll put them in sets over time. But it was Fire Warrior support with Gemini support into it, and there was a continuous trap that was pretty good for Geminis. It was like just special summon a Gemini from your deck or something like that, and I'm like, well, that's good.
Yeah. Do you get to extra summon it or no?
I think yeah, it might have actually said that it gets its effect when it comes to the field, something like
That's
that.
just pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I like supervise and stuff like that. It just it's a mechanic where it's like, oh, this monster hits the field and it's not immediately a problem, but if you let it stay there, it becomes a problem. Where it's like monsters that become more powerful, which I guess is kind of.
I just think overall the Gemini mechanic or whatever was kind of stupid. I don't mind. There's a lot of cards that are Geminis that like I don't have a problem with it. Like I think they're cool, whatever. But I'm saying like overall, if you were trying to incentivize someone to play Geminis, be like, well, what's cool about them? You're like, so you have to normal summon twice to get your effect. That's literally what it is. And
yeah.
In that's pretty stupid.
But listen, okay, you have things like monarchs. When you summon one of the small things, it's like you get an additional tribute summon. Just do something like that with some Gemini archetype. Or you get like the L swarms.
Well, I'm not debating.
Normal,
I'm not debating
normal.
how to make it better. Obviously, it would take that. I'm just saying that like, it's just kind of lame to me.
It's an interesting idea.
I don't think so. What is interesting about? It takes 2 summons to get your effect. What's interesting about that?
I don't know something. The idea of a monster that's like it has to be summoned twice. Like you don't get its full potential right away.
Well, we already have evil swarms like Chase, where like he can like.
Evil swarms.
He can normal summon like Catastra and then be like, doesn't even matter if you Veiler this card, I get an additional normal summon and it's already a thing now.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
But you can do shit like that with like Geminis where it's not busted.
I'm not complaining about if it's going to be good or not. That's not my thing. It's just
Yeah.
I think it's a dumb concept for an archetype, but whatever.
Dude, I like it. Anyways, my number 8. It's been along here. An archetype that doesn't exist because links exist. Ghostrix. You can't flip a fucking link monster, so they're just dead in the water.
Yeah.
Thanks, Konami. I loved Ghostrix. They like flip up, and Ghostrix scares one of my favorite fucking cards, and like, because you just get to flip everything up and then book everything on your opponent's side of the field.
I really like. It doesn't make any sense why they don't change that rule to if it does get switched to defense mode, it dies.
It should.
That's what it should do. That way,
it doesn't make sense.
That's how you truly can counter that deck or links when you can just be like. Someone tries to attack you, 0 gravity, all your shit's actually dead now.
It just doesn't make sense that they're immune to, like, a game condition.
It doesn't.
Like,
why do you not have to, like, I just can't be put in defense mode. They're like, oh, well, at least if you attack over, it will always take the damage. Yeah, except for the fact that you make them where, like, they can have, like, 5,000 attack now.
Yeah, they get, like, ridiculous boosts and all this stuff. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the linking up thing is really dumb. But, yeah, Ghostrix. So what support would you want?
Just more monsters, just goofy, spooky stuff.
I've said it would be, even though the whole premise is like your low level stuff, like is a playable thing. I kind of wish you would have like a main deck boss monster.
I would love one big like like you get all these like goofy monsters like Jack-o'-lantern where it's like it's not actually scary. I want one monster in the deck that's like actually fucking terrifying. That's just a ridiculous monstrosity that's like level 10 or some shit. And the whole, like, oh, you flip them and then everything can flip itself back down. And you have cards that do that in additional time. All the flipping. I mean, Subterrors were cool. I like flipping.
No, I think Ghostrix does it in a cooler way than Subterrors do. Because Subterrors, like, I just don't really care for that stuff. Because they can just freely special summon everything from their hand. And they're using, like, level 8s, level 9s, level 10s and stuff. So I don't find that as cool.
All the spells and traps inside the deck are cool because, like, oh, you can attack directly, but everything that's not a Ghostrix monster does half damage.
I feel like they balance those cards.
Yeah,
like,
the field spells are pretty good, but they're not ridiculous. Just like you can't attack. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff where it's like you attack over my face down monsters because they're not actually there, and then I can scare things and put them face down. Again, Link's ruined that, so it's like the deck is mega dead. Give us a way to combat links because it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, the way is just admitting that was one of the dumbest ideas for a game mechanic ever and just get rid of them. Say they don't exist. You can never go back. We can never go back as long as they're legal. There's no way to be like, the game's going to be fine again because...
It's just weird that they have a secret effect at all times. They can't be put in defense position. Every single Link monster has that effect.
My biggest problem is that you literally can be like, okay, I'm going to stop your monster. Your monster's stuck in his tracks. And they're like, no, it's not. I'll just link it off. People will just play one monster like, cool, this is Link 1. Cool. Now I'm going to go into my combo. It's just dumb.
It sucks, man. It's just a lame way to do things.
How's the Link mechanic working, everybody? Does everyone love watching needle fiber replays? Are we loving that?
Well, not let's not go into needle fiber.
I'm just
Everybody
saying.
knows it's not the problem. Jet synchronous.
Right. Yeah. Because if Jet goes away, no one would ever use needle fiber anymore.
Anyways, my number 7, another deck that I really didn't get into very much, but I'd love to see some more cards for it, is Toons.
They're about to get new support. I don't know why you put them on the list when they're literally...
Again, like, I wanted to put, like, Noble Knights and shit on the...
Jesse, June, there's a subset that's literally just called Toon Chaos.
Yes.
It has a Toon Blackluster Soldier on the cover.
Yeah. Well, I don't want, like, Blackluster Soldier.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, they're doing more Toon versions of cards. So you're asking for new support of Toons, which no one's seen all the cards yet. We don't know what they do.
Yes.
So I'm saying there's cards that are going to be in that set that we literally have no idea what they are yet.
Yeah, but it's, like, more...
How can you ask for more support when that's literally what they're giving you?
I know, but again, like, I had to fill out this list with, like, shit that, like, some of it is just, like, especially this slot is, like, I wanted to put Noble Knights, but again, they're giving me basically what I wanted.
That's what I'm trying to tell you with Toons is wait before you put them on the list.
Yeah, because we don't know what they are yet.
We don't, but I'm saying, like, there's a possibility they probably will make the deck a lot better.
Yeah. Anyways, that's that.
But I am also interested to see what they do because I like Toons. I won't say I love them, but I like them, and
yeah.
I would like to see someone play them.
Yeah, I'd also like more like lighthearted. Again, Blackluster Soldier's one I don't want. I want like lighthearted Toons, like what Pegasus would play.
Yeah, Pegasus took like they need to make what they need to do is take more like normal monsters from back in the day that like, oh, no one's gonna play that card anymore. I'd be like, bet, and then just make a Toon version of it that's like really good.
I don't know.
Like, oh, well, whatever happened to like, I don't know, like Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress? Yuki used to play that card. What happened to that thing?
Yeah.
There's a Toon version of it. There you go.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's a cartoon now and it can attack directly or something. Well, they all do, but it's whatever. Anyways, that's Toons, because I couldn't think of a 7th slot. It really should have been my 10th slot, but whatever. 6th slot is my favorite deck, Aromages. Weird that it's all the way up here. You say it doesn't need new support. We did just sort of
You just got, last year, you got a bunch of new support.
Just more. Give me more. Aromages is my favorite deck. I know. But, okay, listen, we need more, like, we need any amount of, well, there are a few. We need more main deck monsters that give life points. We need more ways to gain life points. Because it's what the whole deck revolves around. We have Child's Play. We have all that stuff.
You have so many spells and traps that you don't even use, that you're not even aware of, that you're like, oh.
Because Mystic Walk is like, it's like right on the edge of being awesome.
Mystic Walk, Solemn Wishes, Draining Shield, these are all things that you could be using and you're not.
Was playing Draining Shield. It doesn't work as well as you think it does.
Okay.
I'm playing Golden Apples because it fucking rocks.
I don't really see the difference there. I don't really see...
But really, Golden Apples is like Draining Shield at worse.
It is worse, so why would you play it?
Because it makes a token copy of it. And it's called Golden Apples.
And you have to take the damage first.
Yeah. So you can lose before you get to play it. It's fun. Listen, cards don't have to be good to be fun, people. I want more fun cards. Give me more. Actually, you know what? I don't care about like gaining life points inside the deck. Just give me more Aromage monsters. Give me more options. I just love the Aromage.
But what I'm arguing is they literally just did that.
Yes, thank you. More, please.
They gave you the Dark one. They gave you the level 1 one.
Yeah.
They gave you... What am I missing?
Can I have one that does damage? Burn damage? That'd be cool.
Yeah, we agreed that would be something that could
like
be
an
cool.
Inverse Aromage. Like, Aromages are about they have a bunch of stuff. They gain life points. They do a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. Number 5 is weird because it like just came out, but I already want new support. Is the Gene Raider stuff?
Generators?
Yeah, what? Generator, whatever. Gene Raider.
Gene Raider.
It's the same business.
Give me your genetics.
Yes. Yeah.
Man of Steel. Give me your codex.
Put the chromosome in the bag. No.
It's just for the serpent. That's all you want.
Yeah. Jormungandr. Sick as fuck. Put more of that shit in the game.
No, but I'm being serious. Like, I want you to try to make that deck, and then we can go on Dueling Book and like.
You know what?
I'm going to.
It out. It's going to be the next. I mean, I'm just going to order the cards. It's just going to be the next deck that I make. Because like Jormungandr's that fucking cool. I just want to get in on that shit. Give me more of that. I'm not gonna go into the side tangent, but the main deck stuff is interesting. It just doesn't.
For generators?
Yeah.
It doesn't interest you that much?
Well, a lot of it's just like, oh, you can sacrifice a monster to do this thing. You only do that once per turn. You can only control each one of the monsters once per turn. It just, there's a lot of like wonkiness, and I'm not entirely certain how the deck functions yet.
That's why I'm saying like you should go on Dueling Book against me and like just test it out and see if you like it.
Yeah, again, it's just the artwork. I just want more cool artwork, more awesome monsters. Give me more Jormungandr. Give me a Cthulhu, please.
That needs to be its own thing.
Oh, dude.
That doesn't mean it shouldn't be a generic
I don't care what it is.
That should be its own thing.
Give me a Cthulhu. We have Aleister Crowley in the game. Give me a Cthulhu. Well, I guess Crowley was.
Aleister the Invoker.
Yeah, but he wasn't Cthulhu. He was the serpent. The fucking.
Don't ask me, dude.
What's the name of the serpent that sleeps under the sea? It's gonna.
The Leviathan.
The Leviathan, yeah. He dealt with Leviathan, not Cthulhu. Cthulhu was the other guy. Okay. Anyways, that's it on that. Fucking my number 4 is we need more level monsters.
Some I didn't put on my list, and it's probably because I'm gonna try to find a way to put Armed Dragons into my Gaia deck because Armed Dragon level 5 is a level 5 dragon, so it works with that. But I didn't put it on my list, but I probably should have. Yes.
Yeah.
Levels.
Yeah.
Make more level support. Make more new level archetype, like new level monsters. Like
it's the sickest shit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't make nearly enough. The stuff that levels up, it gets stronger as the game goes on. You fulfill a condition, get the next one out, until you got like the maxed level bullshit.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest mechanics that gets slept on.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not saying like the shit that's in the game isn't good, because it is. It's good stuff. I just want more.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept.
Because right now it's like to make a level deck, it's like the Armed Dragons are good levels, the Horus are good levels, and then that's where you kind of run out, where you're like, oh, yeah, because it's like the other ones aren't that. The Silent Swordsman, I think.
Yeah, Silent Swordsman's okay. The Silent Magician.
But that one's not like, it's just 2 of them. There's a Silent Magician level 4, and then there's a level 8, and that's it.
And then there's like Fire Empress or something like that, and she's cool, but like more.
Fire Empress. I think you're talking about like some queen, Allure Queen.
That's it, Allure Queen.
Yeah, she's not doing fire.
Yeah.
I guess her artwork kind of has some fire in it, but I don't think she's that good.
She's not.
The insect one's not good.
I know.
The Dark Mimic thing, there's only 2 of them, level 1, level 3.
I love more mimics, and make a whole mimic archetype. Mimics are cool.
Well, you say archetype, it's just like make all the levels that you need, like Armed Dragons. Like, they're not necessary. That's all you need, Jesse. You just need like 4.
No. Dude, make like a dungeon archetype where everything's a mimic. I don't know. Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
No, you basically just need to come up with a cool concept that could be progressed like Pokemon. That could be like, here's the next evolved form, the next evolved form. Armed Dragons, there's 4 of them. Level 3, level 5, level 7, level 10.
I'm talking about something completely different than levels.
I know, and I'm saying that like, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Just make like every one of them needs to have probably like 4 different stages, and then you're fine. And then if you can mix them together into a deck, great. If you can run them as an engine, great. Like, that's kind of what they should be.
Dude, I'd say have like one whole deck be one monster, just different levels. That's me. I want to take it to an extreme.
but I like what you could always make an in between version, but I just feel like it's not really relevant.
Yeah.
Because like, do we need a Armed Dragon level 4 when like level 3 literally will just get out level 5? Like,
I'll take level 1 through 100, man.
Give me
100
I would like it if it made sense. I'm just saying I don't know if it makes sense with what they've already done with the decks.
Sure.
I don't think you need. I think actually what the monster's level is and going up by that next stage up, I'm like, I'm fine with that. Like, yeah, I just think they need different options. Okay.
I'm just willing to go to extremes. Anyways, levels. Number 3 is spirits. I want more spirit monsters.
For sure. They definitely need more support.
Bounce back to the hand, that sort of stuff. I don't care if it's bad. I just want more spirits. It's cool.
Well, like, they have cards which are cool, which is like, you know, like there's a trap card, Spirit's Invitation, that says like if you have to return a monster, they also have to return. Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, stuff like that's cool. I just think they need like more search cards would be nice. More tribute fodder would be nice to get out the big ones. I know like the Sheena Birds kind of can give you that, but
I'm a big fan of the Sheena Birds. I don't know. I would just. Because like you have the like mirror of Yatagrasu, which keeps him on the field, and you have like the fountain, which keeps him on the field. So you can do stuff like that where it's.
Gotta sneeze, just go.
Yeah, you got stuff like that where it's like.
Oh my god.
They can stay on the field. Staying on the field doesn't really do a whole lot because it's like sometimes you want them to bounce back to your hand so you can use their effects again, like with the 2 balls where it's like
orbs.
Yeah,
the orbs. I think that like there should be like 2 different ways to play the deck, which is the okay, I'm gonna just do normal summons and tribute summons stuff, that kind of stuff, and I will allow myself to return back. Or you can do the like where I want to play the orbs and I want to keep my stuff on the field to hold board presence. I think you could do either one of those, and I think either one of those works. So maybe you could slash them in together. But I just think they need either more options, or I think it wouldn't hurt to like give spirits an actual field spell instead of making them use like Mausoleum of the Emperor or something like that.
And even beyond that, you can go into like I want like spirit extra deck monsters. I mean, you have like Neospatians. They leave the field after they're summoned. That's cool. Spirits couldn't hurt doing that sort of shit.
I'm not opposed to any of those options. I think it'd be cool to give anything that doesn't have an extra mechanic. Yeah, I don't think it hurts to give it one. Because as of right now, it's like, what do you do with your extra deck of spirits?
Nothing.
Yeah, you just run Pot of Extravagance and just try to draw and get rid of all that stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff. Also, Yatagarasu needs to come back to one. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Who's going to play Yatagarasu?
Shino Birds.
That's what I'm saying. In a spirit deck, it should be acceptable that that's something you could do.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to hear anything about how taking away someone's top deck is going to hurt them because no one top decks anymore.
Yeah. It's search into search into search into
search. Well, everyone's already got their next play already set up in their hand because they gain so much card advantage. So, like, I don't want to hear that crap.
It's all good. Yeah, in Spirits, you're not going to be setting up like 12 different.
We have OTKs that are like, that's fine. And like, we can lock you out of stuff. But like, God forbid you have this one card that says you can't draw next turn.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's cool.
That's degenerate, but like, it's perfectly acceptable to be like, I'll just link spam, link spam, link spam, link spam, link spam. Okay, cool. Borosword Dragon. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yatagarasu, no.
Wait, you don't like Borosword Dragon? There's nothing wrong with Borosword Dragon.
Right, there's nothing wrong with it. We're idiots. We don't know anything.
Anyways, my number 2, my next deck that needs some work is something really close to my heart, and that's Gen X. Because Gen X is basically just Mega Man. It's a bunch of Mega Man shit from Mega Man, and they just...
So this is one archetype that we actually did briefly discuss before we recorded, and here's what we came up with. We love Mega Man, especially me. It's the Battle Network stuff. You love that stuff.
I love all of Mega Man.
I know, but I'm saying, do you like the Battle Network stuff more than the rest of it? If you had to pick one era.
I'd put Legends at the most, but that's like bias. That's nostalgia.
Whatever. Anyway, so he mentioned Cybers, and he was like, that would actually be an archetype that makes sense for Cybers. I was like, you know what? You're 100% right.
Because they had these PET things. They were literally like on your cell phone. They were like a digital like machine sort of deal. And like you could do that with the Gen X. Just make a whole new archetype.
I forgot. Well, but the PET was a device, but the actual guy was the NetNav. That's what you called him, right? Yeah. So what we came up with was like, here's what they should do. Gen X was just like what we're talking about. Is Gen X, they kind of tried to do Mega Man, but it just didn't really work as an archetype.
Yeah.
What we're saying is...
It's not that it didn't work as an archetype. It's they gave it no fucking love.
Cybers is kind of like... The only reason Cybers is good right now, or at least playable, is because Salamangreats is a Cybers archetype, so they're just like, cool, we'll do that. We ain't talking about that. Salamangreats is lame, in my opinion. They all look lame.
Listen, dude, you could do no wrong. If you made a, like, Cybers Mega Man Battle Network type archetype, you could do links, and I would still play that shit.
I just don't want them to do links.
Dude, I don't want it either. I would prefer fusions.
Yeah, because,
or XYZ.
Because if you watch the Battle Network stuff... He did contact fusions basically all the time. Yeah. It was called cross fusion, right?
Yeah. He would just take parts of like from his friends.
What was this double soul? Was like another thing. Yeah, but like he did merge with another NetNav to become something else.
Like Beast Soul and shit.
And so what I mentioned to him was, okay, so you have the equip cards, which are the battle chips. Like you could use those as equip cards. Right. So you could have
so cool.
Cyber Sword, Long Sword, Wide Sword. You could do all this stuff. You could literally have the program advance as a card.
You could make a program advance.
Yeah, you could do that. But you could have all these other things that could work with the deck. You could have them be searchable in a way. You'd have to find out what you want to call these, but you could call them something. But the coolest thing, is like Mega Man could be your main guy. And I said like Mega Man becomes your Elemental Hero Neos, where everything has to fuse off of him. But if you do that, you can make all the other characters that were in like Mega Man, make the Yu-Gi-Oh versions of them, and just be like, cool. And you'll play this, and now you can contact fuse and get stuff out from your extra deck. That would be so cool.
It would probably be like
the coolest archetype ever.
Yeah, you got me with that.
Because I can't think of a single archetype that I'd be like, nope, I prefer this archetype. Because Cyberdarks, I said, was like my favorite. No. And I would be like, nope, this is a Mega Man deck. That's
done.
Yeah.
It's very near and dear to my heart, Player Plimp.
Player Plimp.
It's so ridiculous if they made a legitimate, like, playable Mega Man archetype. Because Gen X was like a jumbled mess of like 40 different monsters that didn't work.
Yeah, Mega Man the Gen X stuff was like, hey, this is a cool concept of making different attributes of synchros and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Capcom, work with them on this, man.
And the thing is, like, Gen X controller was the guy that was important for all of it, and that's not Mega Man. And I know that's not what they said.
Well, it's not supposed to be Mega Man.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if they knew anything about Mega Man, that's how it should be. Is Mega Man is the answer to how you get to all these different kind of things.
It'd be such a cool deck.
Yeah.
And you could even have it. You could have it be like.
I would have. Do you think this is too ridiculous? Have Mega Man as a normal monster.
No, and that's not ridiculous.
Yeah, have him as a normal monster, but then everything else.
And be a tuner.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think he needs to be, because I don't want him. I don't want people to abuse him into something else. To be like unexpected die.
Crystal Fiber. Or,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He don't need to be a tuner.
Yeah.
Make it a fusion deck, and if you want to add tuners into the deck, whatever, you could do that. But
you got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, ooh, here's another idea. You could have so he has the cross fusions. You can make those into a fusion or whatever. Double souls. What is the difference between double soul and cross fusion? I don't remember. Well, one of them is when you fuse with your actual human. That was one of them.
No, that's a completely different thing.
No, but he did that. I remember.
Yes, he does do that.
I just don't remember what they called it.
That's a whole different thing. Like towards the end of like the first game.
Okay.
Did they do that in the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I never cared for it too much because I don't care about lane that much. I just care about
Double Soul and Cross Soul were different in the fact that like Cross Soul is like you take like the good parts of something and you put them into yourself. Double Soul is like you combine with the two of them.
Okay, well Double Soul is the one I remember, but
Double Soul is like Fusion Dance. Cross Soul is like, oh, I'm just gonna take your weapon and fuse it with
what I was gonna say was contact fusioning would be the cool thing to do, and I would like that. But also because you like XYZs, I do feel like you could find a way to do an XYZ as well.
Just make them specific.
Yeah.
Mega Man and Gutsman.
I never understood why you can't make an XYZ monster specific where it takes these two monsters. I never understood that.
I feel like it's not hard to do.
It shouldn't be. But okay, so that's the number 2. What's the number 1?
The number 1. Let me double check real quick.
Is it Jaws or something?
It's slime.
But you're getting support.
Okay, we're getting like 3 cards.
That's support.
There's no slime archetype.
Yeah, but it's starting to become something.
Sure, but they're focusing on different things. It's like, oh, it's a Winged Dragon of Raw deck.
That's one version of it, but you can make the Egyptian god slime.
But it's like, it's not its own thing. Give me some slimy monsters. Because like, I'm going to have to play like Gradles or something with that.
No, you don't.
There's not enough slime.
No, but I'm saying you can look it up. There's strategies that people are using to get out Egyptian god slime really easily.
Well, yeah, but like, while he is the boss monster for the deck, I don't want the deck to just be like turbo Egyptian slime god.
I got you.
Like, I want slime monsters.
Well, you talked about, just turn that into Slifer the Sky Dragon slime. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Because you literally have cards that are meant to be like deal with gods.
Yeah. It just, most of the cards that do that are Winged Dragon of Raw bullshit. And
no, they don't. Well, they don't have to be. It doesn't have to be Winged Dragon Raw.
Yeah.
So anyway, look into that. But yeah, I agree with you that like it wouldn't hurt to give him some more stuff.
Give me some slimy shit, man.
Give you a redo of that fusion monster, the humanoid worm drake.
Yes, please. Want some humanoid worm drake? And if I could just say make an archetype, give me a Cthulhu archetype.
The Mega Man one is more important.
Yeah, but they already have Gen X, and they gave 0 shits.
Gen X is in the past. No one's asking for support of that. No one cared about that archetype. No one cares. Just yeah, because Gen X they don't even look all that awesome, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm into it, but that's just because I love
Mega Man deck. Okay, that's it for the list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below if you want to what decks you guys would like to see get support, or if you like these. If we have a good idea. It doesn't hurt to say, hey, you had a good idea.
Yeah.
But, all right. Can't wait for the negative comments. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Moral Sword deserves to exist.